that. Okay, so number 14. Let's see. Minus 6n first. I have to get it all equal to 0. 3n squared minus 6n minus 3 equals 0. Okay, before I move on, I don't want to assume that everyone is okay with me with the order here. Any questions about why I put those things in that order? Good. The squared thing in the front, the plain letter in the middle, and then the constant. Okay, now I can divide, correct? On this one? Divide by 3. Dividing's okay because it's an equation. N squared minus 2n minus 1, 0. Okay. I don't think the diamond works. Did anybody try a diamond? Anybody? It doesn't? Thank you. Okay. A equals 1, B equals -2, C equals -1. Okay, N equals. B is negative, so I'm just going to make it +2 plus or minus square root B squared minus 4 A C all over 2A. Thea, what's wrong, honey? Okay, that's good. I can help though. Actually, it sort of can help because I left my calculator in my bag and go get that out there. I could probably do it in my head. It's probably 4 plus 4. It's probably 8. Is it 8? Anybody do it? Nobody mind this stats. Oh, genius. 8:30 in the morning, genius. Okay. Now I'm going to come over here. Work on the square root of 8. 8 is 4 and 2, which is 2 and 2. Anybody have the square root of 8 memorized to be 2 root 2? Yeah. Like, never going to memorize that, Mrs. Selvin. I'm sorry. It's absolutely okay. All right, last step. Reduce. I like to reduce in a different color. 1, 1, 1. Final answer, 1 plus or minus root 2. Anything about that one you want to say? It wasn't terrible. Didn't have an I in it. An 8 wasn't too bad. Okay, now number 16. This is another one of those I problems. And this is a binomial times a binomial, which you can either FOIL or box. I like the box. 7 minus 2i. -7 plus 5i. -49. 14i. 35i. -10i squared. Okay, these are like terms. So I have -49 add those two plus 49i minus 10i squared. However, am I done? No, because this is an I problem. So I'm going to go back to my little box over here that says anything that is I squared, I'm going to replace it with -1. So negative 49 plus 49i minus 10 times -1. Negative 49 plus 49i plus 10. And then combine those, negative 39 plus 49i. All right, we are finishing the domain and range page today. Never been so excited to finish a page. Number 11 is the hardest one of the whole page, just so you know. It's number 11. It's really, really spicy. Number 12 is easy. Number 11, spicy. Okay, so domain, mark my X here. I notice it's going to go forever this way because of this arrow. So I can take that arrow if I like and extend it down so that I can see it's going to go forever this way. And then it comes here, but then at 2, it's open. And then it comes along here, but then at -2, it's open. And then it comes along here, and at -4, it's open. So I've got everything at 3 open spots. There's actually a bunch of different ways you could write this, but I'm going to write it in the most succinct way possible because I'm a lazy human being. So I'm going to say X is greater than -4. Notice I did not put or equal to. X is greater than -4 gets me everything here. And then I'm going to say, comma, X does not equal -2 or +2. So what I'm saying here is X is everything -4 and up. Not a lie, I just said a lie. X is everything above -4, but not including -2 and 2. I don't know if you've ever seen a domain like that before. Okay, now let's see. It's going to go forever down. So go up here. Okay, so this is really challenging spot because your eyes are drawn to this open, except for that it's going to be closed when this arrow comes down forever. And then it stops here. Is it open or closed at the top? A really hard question. It's okay if you're not sure. It's closed. Okay, it's open in these 2 spots, but it's closed all along here where that line is. So it's Y is less than or equal to 1. Is it a function? Yes, but it is discontinuous because of these holes. Okay, let that spiciness go. Now we're going to go back to an easy one. So left of the triangle, right of the triangle. It goes from -3 to 3, and it touches on both sides. bottom of the triangle, top of the triangle, -2, 4. Touches on both sides. Not a function. Okay, do not put your packet away. Oh. Okay, thank you. All right, do not put your packets away, guys. The next thing I want to do is look at the homework, which was the quiz 2 review and still is the quiz 2 review, except for that you also have other homework, so don't ignore that. Do you have any questions for me about this? Take a look at it. I'm not going to do the whole worksheet, no. Do you any questions on anything on this worksheet, number 1 through 10? 3? 8. I can't, I'm special with my hearing. Gio, did you have one? Okay. So, you guys, I don't have time to do the whole worksheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my best to get you unstuck from wherever you are. So once you're good, let me know. Now this one, I have a feeling it might be in the end, though. So first of all, do you have that? Okay, now do you have that? Okay, now do you have that? Okay. All right, now I think this is going to be negative underneath here. Okay, then you change that to an I. Okay. I'm loving the amount of room I left here. Okay. So 260 is what and what? 26 to 10. Awesome. 2, 13, 2, 5. What do I do? Okay. So circle cancel, right? Okay. So 2 plus or minus 2i root, and then what stays inside? 65. But we're Theo. Do you see where the 65 came from? Yeah. You're good then? Okay. And then little bit last thing, just because you have to reduce that, and that by dividing them all by 2. You're going to get 1 plus or minus I root 65 over 11. Okay. Now, wait, where were we? Next one was 5. Oh, yes, number 5. Gio, this is you. Okay. Moral of the story on 5 and 6 is you have to get the squared by itself before rooting. because you can't root that -6. You can't root that at all. Are you with me? So what times what is 76? Or do you not need me anymore? I'm not gonna lie, I used a calculator. So what do I do? I know you know what to do. Yeah. So plus or minus 2 root. Okay, well, there was number 1. Was that the next one? Was it number 2? Landon, 1 or 2? Okay. X minus 3 equals 0. Plus 3 plus 3 x equals 3. Do you see where I got the x minus 3 from? Okay, vertical asymptote x equals 3. Horizontal asymptote y equals 0. Okay. X equals 3, y equals 0. Domain, everything except x can't be 3. Range, everything except y can't be 0. And this is probably your question. How do I get the points? You don't, you just know that it's a curved sketch here and here, and you just estimate it. Did you think you were supposed to get like actual legit coordinate points? Yeah, you don't have to. You just sketch it in. Yes. No, actually, the quiz directions and the quiz is exactly like this. It literally says, it looks just, it's the same exact thing. It's even the same font. Identify the vertical asymptote, horizontal asymptote, domain, and range, then sketch the graph. Yeah, that's it. It's just not going to be 2 of them. There's just going to be 1 of them, but it literally like looks like this and everything. I forgot if there was another one. Yeah. Did you not get p squared alone first? Did you try to root it? You have to get p squared alone first. Or did you do that and then you got an I thing maybe? Okay, so -6, -6. Oh, I see. It's a fraction. Okay, I show you. This one is legit spicy. Okay. Can you all get there? Just getting the p squared alone. That part's not too bad. And then it gets spicy from here. This problem is the spiciest for sure. Okay. Now, square root. Okay, I'm not done, but just throwing that out there. Is that okay so far? And you just can't forget the plus or minus part. Okay, now we're going to go into the spice. Okay, I want you to see what I did. Do you see what I did? I did 2 steps. Yeah, so I fixed the negative and I switched it to the square root of each one separately because that's going to help me in a moment. You're such a genius. So impressed. Okay, it's called rationalizing the denominator, and you had to do it back when you did the 45, 45, 90 and 30, 60, 90 problems. Okay, make sure you understand where the things went. So 40 times 3 made the 120. And then root 3 times root 3 is root 9, which is 3. So root times itself, you just get rid of the root. Okay, now we have to do the tree for 120. You guys think you can finish it from here? So you're just going to do this off to the side and then keep going. Totally spicy problem. Matthew, is that the one you wanted to? Yeah. Okay. All right. Pause on that because you guys actually have work to do today. Take a look at the stamp sheet if you need to. Okay. We are going to read the laws of exponents box. I'm just going to put it back up on the screen for the whole period. And you guys are going to do the polynomials and exponents review scavenger hunt. This is a lot of very little problems. I need you to find where to do it in your packet. Right here. And you don't need to start at problem A. Problem A is right here, but you don't have to start there. You can start anywhere. And what you're going to do, this is what you're going to do. You're going to pick a problem, pick any problem, like just say these guys are lazy like I would be. And they look at the one that's right next to them because they're lazy. And they write problem D in the problem D spot. And then they do problem D and get an answer. And then you have to look around the room for the answer for it. And you're going to write goes to number whatever. And then you do the problem on that one. You do the problem on that one. And if you do them all correctly, you should have it come back around to the problem you started with at the beginning. Okay. And you're going to assist yourself by coming over here and getting your clipboard. You're going to attach your packet to your clipboard so you write the problem down and go check them physically. And I'm so excited about the cell phone thing because we like you to do movement and math class, and everyone last week was taking pictures of food, and it really made us angry. So I go home thinking, man, I planned this really cool thing, and everyone's just like, they just lazied out on me. Okay, if you need help with any of the math, there's a lot of math 1 problems. A lot of math 1 problems. There are like a bunch of math 1 problems. There's regular exponent problems. There's boxes, like forward boxes. You haven't done those in a while. It's combining like terms of all kinds of stuff. It's just a very mixed review. I am going to put up this. This is going to be up on the screen while you guys are working, so you can remind yourself how to do exponent problems. One of the things I noticed is that these types of problems, these exponent problems, like this guy here, are on all of the college entrance exams. And when my son took his college entrance exam, he was in pre-calc, and he said, Mom, I don't remember how to do any of these for Math 1. And I was like, Christ, that's a real problem because I'm sure all of the children don't remember how to do them. So we built them back into Math 3. Anyway, just a little bit, not a lot, but a little. Okay, so you guys also have homework. It's 180 to 182 and 84. But there's a chance if you don't finish the scavenger hunt, I'm going to do my best to keep it up for tomorrow. You have a maze thing you're doing tomorrow, so you can multitask on that stuff. But you have the rest of the period to work on that. I am going to help you, but come over here if you need me because I'm working on your map test thingies, scores, organizing all of that. So if you have any questions or need me, I am available.